Welcome back to Rowan Town. It's been a while since I posted a video, and several reasons for that was the light just up here to my right was flashing and I had to replace it, which was rather annoying because I couldn't film anything and meant working in the area was a bit of a pain. After a while it got on your nerves, so it just made things hard work. This video is really looking at signals, not how they work on the actual real railway, but just I want something to look right, maybe not absolutely perfectly right, but something that looks good. So I've picked up some absolute aspect signals. I like those. They've turned around pretty quickly, and to be fair, they do look really nice. One of the big advantages of them is they have a PCB. The PCB basically fits under the board, and you cut out a small square and you screw it up, although mine's got to be glued because I can't get my hands under where they're going to be to screw them. You put them in and you can pre-wire them. On the back here you can pre-wire, and it's already marked up all the colours: red, yellow, double yellow if you've got a double yellow signal, green, a common, and a PL, sorry, for positioning light. Now I've got one of a positioning light because I want to use it as I think it's called a call-on, so that if I've got something in platform 1, like a small DMU, I want to call something else into another stop on that platform, I can do that. I think that's what it's meant to do. Rather annoyingly, my viewing angle, I can't really see it, but from a filming angle you would be able to see it in operation. Anyway, what I've been doing is I've been testing to see how to make it work with my MERG system. Now I've got some relays that run from 12 volts. This set of signals are already set up. They've already got the resistors in, so they can run straight from 12 volts. I'm basically using three relays to be able to allow me to do the 4 potential lights that I'm using. Now the problem is it clicks, could be quite annoying, and I can use something called a CAN MEO, which allows me to put 12 volts out, which will be silent in the way that it moves it across, and it's got enough power. The 12 volts and the output on each of the pins is enough. I'll show you what I've done so far, and you can see it in operation. One of the complexities of this is obviously it's going into a platform, so when the points are thrown, I need to make sure that the light is correct. So if there's something in the platform and the points are thrown, that it stays on red, and it does do that. Again, when the platform exit points are thrown, that if there's something in the immediate section after that, it would stay red. If it's clear, it would be green, amber, sorry, and if the next section after that is also clear, it would be green, obviously. So it kind of works now, and I think ultimately I'm using something called a CAN compute to do this, and it's not perfect, or at least I can't program it up to be perfect, and it's probably the way that I'm doing things. However, I will probably use JMRI on a Pi when this whole layout is kind of finalised, and I think that because JMRI has a way of running signals in it automatically, that will handle how that signals work. But the CAN compute is a really good solution for me to be able to test that the actual signals are doing stuff. So let me show you again what's currently going on. So I'm going to start this off at the moment in the platform. So at the moment you can probably see that the LED is on red. The points are set to be thrown into platform 1, and in platform 1 I have a class 800 sitting in there at the moment, and at the far end there's a gantry, and obviously there would be some signals on there, and there will be some put on at some point, and the points are thrown to allow that out. What I have got a small glitch on at the moment is as the train is exiting the section, and this is, I believe, because the way the CAN compute operates, or my programming for the CAN compute, that it goes to yellow when actually it should stay red. So here we go. So the train exits and it is now showing yellow rather than showing red. But it should now be showing yellow because the next section is currently occupied, and when it exits that particular block it will go green. There you go, so it's now popped into green. Platform's empty and the section past that is empty, so we're all good. And as soon as it goes into the area, it should go red. There you go. And that repeats really well, quite nicely, and everything works quite happily. In the distance just there, you can see where, just here, you can see where the signal is going to be, and it's working quite nicely. So I'm just going to change the points now so that the train runs through the bypass lane. So now it should head straight through the platform and straight through the station and bypass the platform completely. So there you go, it's gone to red. Now at this point the train is in both the following block and the platform bypass block, and it stays red as it should do. As soon as it clears the platform bypass, it goes amber. Once it clears that block, it will go green. So there you go. I'm incredibly happy with that. The only thing I really need to do is change the electronics so it's not using the relays. I'm going to use the CAN-MEOs and output them, which means I can use 8 of the outputs on the CAN-MEO. Actually, there is a few more. There's another 8, but I think some of them are limited. However, that one CAN-MEO, which is going to be next to or near to that relay block, we'll be able to run all 4 signals for that signal you can see on the entry into platform 1, and it will also be able to run a distance signal because I've got a bit of a bend just here. So I'm thinking of putting one of those, it looks like a national speed limit sign in here. So because obviously it'd be a corner, the driver wouldn't be able to see the signal straight off the bat, so he'd be able to know whether it's already on red or it's on green using that repeater. So obviously using the CAN-MEO gets rid of the clicking sounds, which is really nice. It won't be disturbing like that. And I think I'm quite happy, and I can now put that signal in place with the relevant coloured cables and make it fully operational. If you'd like to see what I did on the MERG side of things, how that was all programmed up, then leave me a comment and I'll see if I can create a video on that. It's a little bit more complicated because what they call the CAN Compute GUI requires one version of Java, and JMI requires another version of Java, and that causes its own problems. Anyway, if you've enjoyed it, then hit the subscribe, say thanks very much. So if you enjoyed the video, please do hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. I've been a bit lax on getting back on the comments, but I will try to be better. So if you've got any comments, then please do make a comment. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. See you again soon. Bye for now.